Okay, I'm ready. You're kind of dark.
I had to call Hal because we had gotten a scared, terrified, half-feral cat lost at work. It was not used to being handled. It was terrified being in there because there were dogs barking. And as we were getting it, no, not my cat, a client's cat.
Oh, okay.
As we were getting it out of the carrier that it was in and putting it into a kennel, it freaked out, came flying out of the kennel, climbed up the wall of kennel doors, and went into an air vent that no one knew was open. And so I called Hal going, "You got any advice for me on how to get a cat out of the air ducts?"
You're kitty.
Yeah, no, it wasn't falling for that. And so what we finally did, we knew that there was kind of a straight shot where we could see in one end through all the way, and we knew it wasn't in that section, and it was off on this little offshoot of the air vent. And there was a hole at the other end behind where the cat was. So our master plan was to somehow push it from the other end and out back into the way it came and back out the air duct so that it could come in. But we couldn't figure out how to do it because it wouldn't move. Like we were trying to put the broom up there and nothing was not doing anything. So we decided to get a remote control car and put it up in the end. But the first one that somebody brought, that was the one they had at home, was like this big and was not going to fit in this little hole about that big. So somebody went and bought a $12 remote control car at Walmart. And none of us girls had like ever played with remote control cars. So somebody's boyfriend came in and played with the remote control car and got it. There was a little jump where the cat, you had to jump over this little jump to get to where the cat was, and the car wouldn't go over because it was too little. So they had to we tied a string to it, they had to throw it past the jump, get it upright, and then get going. And so finally, the 7th or 8th try of trying to get it upright after they threw it, it landed upright, the car started going, and one person could see the cat going down the hole, and then it passed this little vent where it dropped down from the ceiling, and I could see it going over, and blocked that off, and then it went back into where the kennels were, and decided to hang out there, and so at least it couldn't go back the way it had came, but then it was going back and forth between the two rooms of cages that we have, and one of them was blocked, and one of them was the open one that had come in, and so finally the cat backed off into the blocked side, and one of the girls, at this point the cat had bitten someone, so we had to rabies quarantine it because we didn't know if it had rabies, and I was the only one that's been vaccinated for rabies, and so I was like, I'm going to get this cat, right? And so somebody went on the other side and banged on the vent, and it didn't move. And I'm looking in the vent, and somebody goes, "Here, do this," and they grabbed a metal water pan and banged it on the metal thing, and I just see this cat come flying. I'm like, "Please don't jump on my head and tear up my whole body on the way down." And so I jumps and flies over my head, hits the other wall across from me, and lands on the ground and scrambles up the corner, and we finally caught it. I plugged up the hole that it had come out of with a mop head just to get something in there it was amazing. It took about 4 hours of planning to make this plan happen.
And how many people?
6 or 7 people. Mostly just observation, but it was a very exciting day.